Good day and good vibes everyone. My name is Jonas Tucker.
And I am Jessica Dunhill.
And I am Jessica Lucido.
And we are the Group 11. So in task 1, the following final grades are obtained in a class of grade 8 students. In set A, 82, 84, 82, 83, 81, 85, 80, 80, 75, 75, 87, 84, 88, 91, 92, 90, 79, 77, 80, 90, 91, and 88. And set B, 86, 86, 90, 86, 85, 88, 84, 81, 81, 77, 75, 78, 75, 77, 85, 89, 90, 91, 80, 89, 85, 81, and 78. So, let's arrange the following grades in ascending order. When we say ascending, from the lowest to the highest. So, in set A, 75 is the lowest and 92 is the highest. And set B, 75 is the lowest and the highest is 81. So, in set A, the number of the students are 22 and the lowest score is 75, which is the highest score is 91. So the range of the highest score is 92 and the lowest is 75. So set A, the number of the students is 22. The lowest score is 75 and the highest score is 92 and the range is 17. In set B, the number of the students are 23 and the lowest score is 75 and the highest score is 91. So the range is 16. So, in 7-point scale, the range of the division is 17 divided by 7 is 2.43 or 2.4. And the failing grades are 75 to 77.4. The students failed are 75, 75, and 77. So, which is the 3 students. Here in the breakdown of the grades, highest grade 92. Here is the breakdown of the grade. The highest grades are 90 to 92. And the second highest grades are 87.5 to 89.9. And the third highest grade 85 to 87.4. The middle grade 82.5 to 84.9. The third lowest grade 80 to 82.4. And the second lowest grade 77.5 to 79.9. And the lowest grade, which is the failing grade, is 75 to 77.4. Score that could get the failing marks, the 7-point scales are 75, 75, 77. Therefore, the 3 students are failing. So, in set B, the range division is 16 divided by 7, which is 2.29. The failing grade range are 75 to 77.3. The students failing are 75, 75, and 77, which is the 4 students. Here is the breakdown of the grades. The highest grade is 89.4 to 91. The second highest grades are 87 to 89.3. The third highest grade is 84.6 to 86.9. The middle grades 82.2 to 84.5. The third lowest grade are 79.8 to 82.1. The second lowest grade are 77.4 to 79.7. The lowest grade, which is the failing grades, are 75 to 77.3. The score that could be get in failing marks in the 7-point scales are 77, 77, 75, and 75. Therefore, the 4 students are failing. In the 8 scale point, in the set A, the range division is 17 divided by 8, which is 2.13 or only 2, 2. The failing grade in the range is 75 to 77. The students failing are 75, 75, and 77, which is the 3 students. Here is the breakdown of the grades. The highest grades are 90 to 92. The second highest grades are 87 to 89. The third highest grade are 85 to 87. And the fourth highest grades are 83 to 85. And the third lowest grade are 79 to 81. And the lowest grade, which is the failing grade, is 75 to 77. Scores that could get in a failing marks in 8-point scales are 77, 75, and 75. Therefore, the three students are failing. Set B, the range division is 16 divided by 8, which is 2. The failing grade range are 75 to 77. The students failing are 77, 77, and 75, and 75, which is the 4 students. Here is the breakdown of the grades. The highest grade is 89 to 91. The second highest grade is 87 to 89. The third highest grade is 85 to 87. The fourth highest grade is 83 to 85. The fifth lowest grade is 81 to 83. The third lowest grade is 79 to 81. The second lowest grade is 77 to 79. And the last is the lowest grade, which is the failing grade, is 75 to 77. The scores that could get in a failing marks in 8-point scales are 75, 75, 77, and 77. Therefore, the 4 students are failing.
Comparison between Set A and Set B. Failing scores. In both the 7-point and 8-point scales, the failing scores remain within the 75 to 77 range of both sets. However, the number of students failing changes. Set A, 3 students fail in both scales. Set B, 4 students fail in both scales. Range difference. Between Set B has a slightly smaller range, 16, than Set A, 17. This results in slightly smaller intervals between grade levels in Set B, especially in the 7-point scale. Impact of additional data. The addition of the data in Set B, making a larger combined data set in the previous responses, does not change which scores are considered failing, but it does affect the number of students receiving those failing grades. This highlights the sensitivity of norm reference grading to the specific data set. Comparison between 7-point and 8-point scales within each set. Failing scores. As in previous comparisons, the failing scores are the same for both scales within each set. The distinction between the scale lies in the boundaries of the passing grades. Granularity. The 8-point scale provides slightly finer distinctions among the passing grades due to the smaller intervals. General comment. The number of students receiving failing grades is relatively small in both sets when considered independently. However, even with these small numbers, the norm reference approach forces a certain number of students into the failing category. The takeaway remains, norm reference grading is not ideal for small class sizes. It creates artificial competitions among students and doesn't necessarily reflect true mastery of the material. The slight differences in the range between Set A and Set B, the use of different scales do not change the failing score themselves, but it does change the number of students failing. This further emphasizes the instability of context dependence of norm reference grading, especially with smaller datasets.
So, in able to get the written work score of a student in a subject language, we should divide the 72 divided by 90. And then times over 100 equals 80.0 or 80%. And then 80 times 0.30 equals 24.
Since ang English na subject is na belong sa components of language, so atong i-times sa 80 times 0.30 equals 24. So, ma-proceed na ta sa performance task. So, mauni ang atong gamiton na formula. So, 86 divided by 110 times 100 equals 78.18%. Then, kay na naman ta sa performance task, ang atong gamiton is ang 50%. So, ingatan si guys. 78 times 0.50 equals 39.09. So, mo-proceed na ta sa quarterly assessment. So, mauni ang formula na angin na itong gamiton. So, 67 divided by 85 times 100 equals 78.82%. Since ang quarterly assessment kay 20% man, so mo niya itong gamitin kaning 20%. So 78.82 times 0.20. So ang final niya ni is 15.76. So at mo ni ang final. So ato ni silang i-add kaning tulo kaning sa written work of performance task sa quarterly assessment. So 24 plus 39.09 plus 15.76. So ang initial score niya ni is 78.85. Mo man ni siya sa initial grade. So ato si Jang i-transmute. So sumayon na Jang 86. So 86 ang grado sa usapan estudyante.
So let's proceed to the next, which is the grade 10 students in mathematics with the following row score. So the written work is 34 out of 55, and the performance task is 40 out of 80, and the score in quarterly assessment or the quarterly test is 38 out of 50. So first, let's get the written work. So in the written work, we have 34 out of 55 times 100. So first thing to do is to divide 34 divided by 55. So times 100 is equals to 61.81%. So the result is 61.81. So, atong ibutang 61.81 dire. The next step is to find the weight of components. So, since this is a written work, so let's find here the component of written work of mathematics. So the percent of mathematics is 40%. So let's multiply it to 0.40. So mao na siya ang weight of components sa written work sa mathematics nga subject. So 61.81 times 0.40 or 0.40 is equal to 24.72. So next, let's get the performance task. So the performance task is 40 out of 80. So, ato isang tire, 40 divided by 80, 40 over 80 times 100 is equals to 50%. So, sunod, ato na pong pakitaon ang weight of component for grade 10 for components of performance task sa mathematics. So, since ang answer dire is 50% times, so karon ato na pong pakitaon. So, ang dire isa makita ninyo nga ang weight of components sa performance task sa math is 40%. So, ano siya ato i-times din 0.40 or 0.40 is equals to 20. So, sunod is quarterly assessment. So, in here, makita in the score of quarterly test is 38 out of 50. So, 38 divided by 50 times 100 is equals to 76%. So, next is, ato na pong pakitaon ang percent of weight of component of quarterly assessment. So, sa math is nasa dyan 20%. So, ang result dire, 76 times 0.20 or 0.20 is equals to 15.2. So, next is, ato na si Jang ipang add ang mga result. So, the first result is 24.72 plus 20 plus the last is 15.2 is equals to 59.92. So, the result is 59.92. Result of 59.92 ato na sa jang i-transmute. So, ato sa jang pangutaon na rin. So, 59.92 is, ang transmuted grade niya is 74. So, which is, ang iyang grado sa mathematics is 74.
Since we are done in task 1, let's proceed to task 2, which is the written works. So, first, we should add the written works number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, 18 plus 10 plus 19 plus 20 and plus 22 plus 25 and last is plus 13. So, 144. Next, 144 divided by 190, which is the highest possible score. 144 divided by 190 is equal to 0.75 times 100 is equal to 75.78. 75.78. So, 75.78 times 30 is 22.73. So, this is the total score of written works.
So, let's proceed to the performance task. So, the rate na tayo performance task 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, 20, 30, 30, 30 is the highest possible score. So, ang iyong score rate is 16, 34, 24, 28. So, ato buhaton, ato si Jam i-plus tanan. So, 16 plus 24 plus 24 plus 28 is equals to 92. So, to get the PS, so we will use the formula 92 divided by the highest possible score, which is 110 times 100. So, ang iyong result is 83.64. So, wala siya. So, which is, WSJ is given 1, so 41.82 and the QA is 30. So, to get here the PS, atong gamiton yung formula is 30, kani siya, i-divide na to siya sa possible score sa quarterly assessment, which is the 50 times the 100. So, result is 60. So, next, to get the WS, we will use the formula 60 times 0.20%. So, ang iyang kuan is 12 ang iyang answer. So, now, atong ipang-plus ang mga WS niya. So, first is kami sudyang 22.73. 22.73. Ang sunod is the 41.82. 41.82. And then last is ang 12. So, ato na siya i-plus is, ang answer ana is 76.56. Wala siya. So, since kani siya nga result, ato pa ni siya i-transmute. So, ato pangitaon dire 76.56. 76.56 is transmuted grade niya is equals to 85. So, ang transmuted niya is equals to 85. In order to get the grade of the student, since given dito ang 87 plus 88 plus 90, and then plus the transmitted grade, which is the 85 plus 85 is equals to 87.5. So, let's just round up for mahimong whole number. So, the grade is 88. So, that's the, ang grado para sa Araling Panlipunan.
So, since ang Araling Panlipunan na grade niya kay 88 man, kakaibutan ang 88. So, pass. So, in order to get the final grade of the student, i-add ni si Jam tanan. 89 plus 89 plus 82 plus 87 plus 88 plus 91 plus 85 plus 87 equals 685, and then i-divide dyan sa learning area, which is 8 kabuok. Filipino, English, Math, Science, and Milpunan, MAP, PSP, and NTP. So, mo result siya og 85.6. I-round off, so 86. So, ang dyan average sa student is 86. So, pass.
So we are done in task 2. Let's proceed in task 3. In order to get the written works weighted score in Filipino, since the Filipino is located in the components of languages, so written works we must use the 30%. So 85 times 0.30 is equal to 25.5. 25.5. So let's proceed in English. Since the English belongs to languages and we are finding the written works of weighted score, we should use the 30%. So 82 times 0.30 is equal to 24.6. 24.6. So let's proceed in mathematics. Since the math or mathematics are belongs to the components of here, in here, which is the 40% of written works, we must use the 40%. So 71 times 0.40 is equal to 28.4. So next, science. Since the size is 76 and the components is in the written works is 40%, so we should use the 40%. So 76 times 0.40 is equal to 30.4. So next, the Aralin Panlipunan or the AP. Since the AP is located in the languages of components, so we should use the 30%. So 83 times 0.30 is equal to 24.9. So let's proceed in edukasyon sa pagpapakatao or ASP. So 84 of the weighted percent of the score is 84 sa ASP. So, ASP is located in the languages, AP or ASP. So, we should use the 30% in the written words. So, 84 times 0.30 is equal to 25.2. So, 25.2. So, next, in edukasyon sa pantahanan at pagkabuhayan, which is the 80%. So, in EPP, the written words are 20%. So, 80 times 0.20 is equal to 16. Let's proceed in MAPE. Since MAPE have a 4 components, which are the music, arts, physical education, and the last is the health. So, in order to get the weighted score of the music, we should times or multiply the music 20%. Since 76 times 0.20 is 15.2. So we should write here 15.2. The next is, which is the arts. 85 times 0.20 is 17. So, 17. The next is the physical education. 80 times 0.20 here. So, it's 16. The next is the health. 85 times 0.20 is 16.6. So, 16.6. So, these are the weighted score in written works.
So in order to get the weighted score of the performance task, we should use the 50% Yun kaya na belongs sila sa language. So, 81 times 0.50 is 40.5. So, in English, 77.0.50 equals 38.5. So, in mathematics, we should use the 40% kaya bilong mo sa math. 67.0.40 equals 26.8. And then sa science, we should use the 40% kaya bilong So 79.40 equals 31.6. In the Araling Panlipunan, we use tayo ng 15% kaya nabilong man yan So, 83.040 equals 41.5. So, sa edukasyon sa pagpapakatao, we use ta sa 50% kaya nabilong man yan So, 84 times 0.50 equals 42. So, in order to get the weighted score of the performance task of the student, so sa edukasyong pantahanan at pangkabuhayan, so ang use ta sa 60% kaya nabilong man yan So, 84 times 0.60 equals 50.4. So, in MAPE, use ta og 60%. So, 77 times 0.60 equals 46.2. So, in arts, 61 times 0.60 equals 48 times 6. And PE, 80 times 0.60 equals 48. And the last in health, 81 times 0.60 equals 48 times 6.
So, let's proceed to the initial grade. To get the initial grade, let's add the weight 25, 40, 25.5 and 40.5 and plus 15 is equals to 81. And English, 24.6, 38.5 and 15 is equals to 78. And the mathematics, so in QA, let's solve it. 75 times 0.20 is equals to 15. Next is English. 75 times the same 0.20 is also 15. In mathematics, 62 times 0.20 is equal to 12.4. And science, 65 times 0.20 is equals to 13. And the Araling Panlipunan, 83 times 0.20 is equals to 16.6. And the edukasyon sa pagpapakatao or ESP is 84 times 0.20 is equals to 16.8. And the EPP or edukasyon sa pangtahanan at pangkabuhayan, 77 times 0.20 is equals to 15.4. So here in MAPE, let's start with the music. So music, 75 times 0.20 is equals to 15. And the arts, 80 times 0.20 is equals to 16. And the PE is 78 times 0.20 equals 15.6. And the last is health, 75 times 0.20 is equals to 15. B, let's add 16 plus 48 plus 15.6 is equals to 79.6. So last is held 16.6 plus 48.6 plus 15 is equals to 80.2. So to get the quarterly grade, after siya in transmute. So in Filipino, international grade is 81. So let's find here the 81. So here, so 188. So in English, 78. After may 78 dire, kani 86. Mathematics, 67.6. So 67.6 is 79. And science, 75. So 75. So 84. Araling Panlipunan, 83. 89. So the ESP is 84. So 90. EPP 81.4. 88. In MAPE, music 76.4. 85. In arts, 81.6. 88. And PE, 79.6. 87. And the health is 80.2, 88.
What is the RICO's composite grade in MAPE? How did you find it? So, we find the composite of grades in MAPE of RICO by adding this 4. 76.4 plus 81.6 plus 79.6 plus 80.2 divided by 4, which is the music, arts, PE, and health. So the total is 79.45. So, that is the composite grade of RICO and MAPE. So, number 2, in which learning area did RICO perform best during the third quarter? So, RICO performed best in ESP. So, as we can see, RICO has the grade of 84, which is the highest score in his grading system. So, in number 3, in which learning area does RICO need to improve on, and why so? So, the mathematics is 67.6. So, therefore, RICO should improve his mathematics subject. Number 4, what does his level of proficiency in Araling Panlipunan signify? So, RICO grades of 83 in Araling Panlipunan is proficient level. He demonstrates a solid understanding in his subject, Araling Panlipunan. Describe RICO's overall performance in third quarter. How could you communicate this to his parents? So, as we can see and as we can tell about the learning subject and the grade of RICO, RICO needs to improve his subject in mathematics. And however, RICO is performing excellent in Araling Panlipunan.
How important for a teacher to be always responsibly careful, accurate, and honest in recording and computing the grades, as well as to be transparent with it to your student and their parents when necessary. For me, I believe that teachers' role in handling grades is very important because it affects the students' growth and motivations. If grades are handled carelessly, it can create confusion or disappointment. Teachers should ensure their work is done properly and be open in explaining grades when needed. This shows responsibility and helps maintain good relationship between the teacher, student, and parents.
Well, for me, being responsible, accurate, and honest in grading is essential to teachers because grades reflect the student's effort, growth. When teachers handle grades carefully, they assure fairness that helps the students understand their progress. Transparency also encourages open communication and accountability.
And lastly, for me, it is crucial for a teacher to be consistently responsible, careful, accurate, and honest in recording and computing grades, as this reflects their integrity and professionalism. Grades significantly impact a student's academic progression, self-esteem, and future opportunities, making it essential to handle them with precision and fairness. Transparency in sharing and explaining grades with students and parents foster trust and communication, ensuring that their disparities or concerns are addressed constructively.